proliferation of mobile technology, there are so many more rideshare crashes, Uber, Lyft, whatever the next one will be, stuff that we haven't really seen, if we go back a decade where we were just dealing with taxi companies, that sort of thing. I am seeing more and more rideshare crashes on a consistent basis.
Yeah, I remember 5-6 years ago when these rideshare programs were kind of created, we started seeing these cases, Uber, Lyft, and we didn't know what the insurance was that was involved. But we've had 5-6 years of doing these things continuously. So we've built up this institutional knowledge of how to deal with not only the insurance companies behind Uber and Lyft, but the defense lawyers they hire to defend these claims.
Right, I mean, we're seeing a lot of the same players and a lot of the same types of cases. And so it's been interesting to see how Uber and Lyft operate and how we can take advantage of our institutional knowledge and really execute a game plan to really increase our clients' opportunity for recovery.
That's right, and when you get in a car and you get in an accident, in Colorado, the legal limits, the requirements are $25,000 of insurance. So you get hit with anybody on the street, you're rolling the dice. You may have someone with no insurance or very low insurance. The nice thing about getting into a crash on these ride shares, when you're in a ride share, they're gonna have probably at least $500,000 of coverage, if not more. And you gotta know how, as an attorney, to work that dynamic to make sure you can maximize the recovery for your client. Because it's not simple car crash law anymore. There's a new layer to it, there's a new element.
Insurance companies are not in business because they hand out money.
That's right.
And their job is to keep as much of that money for Uber and Lyft as they can. And so our duty is to our client.
That's right.
Making sure they get everything they're entitled to under the law, that all of their rights are protected. And ultimately, if this happens to you, you gotta make sure you're working with somebody that has the relationships, that knows what they're doing when they're dealing with specific Lyft, Uber, et cetera type cases, not just a car crash lawyer. Somebody that actually is handling these cases on a consistent basis.
There's different wrinkles and nuance to a rideshare case that you don't see in just a regular vanilla car crash case. So you want lawyers to know what they're doing, number one. Number two, it's the same insurance companies and the same defense lawyers handling these cases on the other side. We know those guys, we know those attorneys, we know those adjusters, so we know the pressure points, we know how they operate, and probably most importantly, they know us, so they know that we're not bluffing when we make threats.
What do we try to get them to do? Do the right thing. They don't always want to do it on their own.
No, that's why we exist. That's why we have jobs, because corporate America and insurance companies don't do the right thing if given the chance. They only do the right thing if we make them.